So, did you hear about the Virginia School Board that just renamed two public schools in honor of Confederate generals? Yeah, board members in Shenandoah County voted to overturn a decision from 2020 that, in the wake of the George Floyd murder, called for the renaming of two schools. Stonewall Jackson High School was renamed Mountain View High School, and another school named for Generals Robert E. Lee and Turner Ashby was renamed Honey Run Elementary School. The people pushing for this measure invoked the usual terms used to defend Confederate flags, Confederate monuments, and Confederate-named schools. These Confederate generals are part of the history and heritage of Virginia. And one defender added this.
I ask that when you cast your vote, you remember that Stonewall Jackson and others fighting on the side of the Confederacy in this area were intent on protecting and preserving the land, the buildings, and the lives of those under attack.
Oh, my friend, you were so close to getting the answer right. Stonewall Jackson and Robert E. Lee did, in fact, defend the people, the land, and the buildings of Virginia. But you left out one important other thing. They were also defending the institution of slavery. The fundamental goal of the Confederacy was to establish a slaveholding republic where slavery would be protected forever. Also, Stonewall Jackson and Robert E. Lee committed treason when they took up arms against the republic that they had sworn an oath to defend. And here's another thing to consider. What was the context in which these schools were named for Confederate generals? Well, the high school in question was named for Stonewall Jackson in 1959. The historical record makes clear that this name choice was an act of defiance by the community. They were making it clear that they had no intention of abiding by the recent 1954 Supreme Court decision, Brown versus Board of Education, which deemed school segregation unconstitutional. In other words, the inspiration behind naming the school in honor of Stonewall Jackson was racism and a desire to uphold and maintain white supremacy. So yeah, the names Lee and Jackson do represent important Virginia history and heritage, but it's a very, very ugly one.